All right, let's just be real here. No one wants to do it. No one wants to do it. I didn't want to do it. Do you want to do it? No. See, no one wants to do it. What on earth am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about stopping exercise. I have yet to meet someone who's like, yes, I am ridiculously excited to stop my extremely grueling regime of intense workouts. For some reason, exercise is the hardest thing for people to let go. One of the hardest things. Everything's really hard in recovery, but I have found that eating tends to be a little bit more natural and easier, especially once you start doing it. But it's like you can start eating, but like the second I mentioned, like, we should start reducing exercise, it's like walls going up and people are like, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching the exercise. I need the exercise. So, by popular demand from my Instagram followers, if you aren't an Instagram follower, highly recommend being one. You can follow me at @flowwithchlo on Instagram. You guys asked me, or actually I believe it was a client who asked me, and then I put it on my Instagram and everyone was like, yes, I want you to do this. A client asked me to go through the benefits of stopping exercise. I've done many videos where I go through like the benefits of gaining weight, and so it's going to be sort of the same style of video where I just go through a list of the benefits that I received from completely eliminating exercise. So I was extremely addicted to exercise, if you did not know. It was multiple hours a day, 7 days a week, never would miss a day. That would make me way too anxious. So no matter how tired or sore or stressed I would go and work out. And letting go of exercise was the last thing I did. It was really hard for me to finally come to that decision of like, I gotta let this go, and I need to actually heal my body and get my period back. So I ended up taking off. It was an indeterminate amount of time. I just told myself one, have to get my period back, and then two, I had to have had 3 consecutive periods before I started exercising again, and then 3, I had to just be in that right mindset, and that was something more that I knew I was just going to have to be very honest with myself when trying to figure out, is this the time? Like, have I really healed my relationship with my body and with food before I add exercise in? So that was like my 3 criteria. So I didn't say like, I'm taking a month off. It literally was like, I'm taking it off until I have both physical and mental signs that it's okay to start adding exercise back in. It ended up being around like 8 months for me, which I know some people are like, oh my gosh, 8 months, it's almost a year. Yes, and how many years does an average person live? Like, what is it, 88 or something? I don't know, don't quote me on that. It's just 1 year out of many years that you will live, hopefully. But I'm going to go through and share, I have on my computer over here, that's why I'm looking this way. I'm going to share with you guys the benefits of not exercising. I think number 1, just the benefit of going through this period of no exercise. And when I say no exercise, guys, like I went on maybe like max 2 walks a week that were only 30 minutes and were on the beach, aka it was like flat, right? So really no exercise. I didn't even do yoga or Pilates or anything. Like when I say no exercise, I mean no exercise. The biggest benefit was that now I have the ability to not exercise. And I know that sounds weird because you're like, I don't want that. Yes, you do. You really, really do. It's like having the ability to eat any food. It's so freeing, and it's just, you can travel, you can do things, you can be with other people. It's the same thing with exercise. You can travel, you can do things, you can be with other people. Going through those months of really calming myself down and learning how to be still was crucial, not just for my recovery, but for now. I know how to be still now. I know how to I should say, I don't even get anxious anymore if I'm like not moving, right? So I have the ability to listen to my body. If I'm tired or fatigued, I can actually take a break. And the benefits of that, because again, you're going like, well, I don't need that break because I'm not even tired. So the benefits of that is that I am not living in a high cortisol state anymore, and I actually feel things in my body, which is normal. There are days where you should feel fatigued and you should feel sore and you should feel tired or stressed, and those are the days that you want to be able to practice self-compassion and to be able to take care of your body and to take a break and to rest. And we're not the Energizer Bunny. We shouldn't just be like go 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 all day long. It's natural and it's healthy, and it's good for us to have these moments of reprieve, of relaxation. And so it's great that I can feel that now, so that I can honor my body and go, yes, you're tired. Like right now, I'm on my menstrual cycle. I haven't gone to the gym because guess what? I feel tired. I feel like not moving. And that doesn't seem like a pleasant thing to do right now. I don't like exercising on my period. So I have the ability to now calmly and without stress, without angst, without overthinking it, I just didn't go to the gym. And that's it. And you know what? I will return to the gym once I feel good again. It might be the day after my period stops. It might be 3 or 4 days after. I don't know. I don't try and figure that all out anymore, which kind of leads me to my next thing of like, I have a free schedule. And I'm not micromanaging my whole life, right? So again, with this whole ability to just go with the flow or to live intuitively, that's one of the biggest blessings, because gosh, life's just so much better when you're not having to abide by such a rigid, strict schedule and time thing. That just again, it can block you from just living in the moment and enjoying your life. And I just think it's so great that I, can have my mornings if I want my mornings, just resting and staying in bed a little longer and eating breakfast in bed and listening to a good podcast. Like I don't have to get up in the morning and just like go straight to the gym within 2 seconds of waking up, which is what I used to do previously. So I really enjoy my slow mornings now. I really enjoy eating breakfast before I work out. And I also enjoy, though, the fact that I can some days go and work out earlier in the morning. And it's just not a thing, if you understand what I'm saying here. So the next benefit to completely stopping exercise is you will completely disconnect your food choices from how much you moved. How many of you guys are doing that all day? It's like, oh, because I went on a 12-mile run, that means I can have this. Oh, I only went on a 5-mile run, that means I can't have this or I can't have that. And it's like you're all the time just connecting like how much you moved and expended energy to like how much you can take in. And that's exhausting. That takes up so much brain space. And honestly, guys, it's a complete waste of time. So I'm really glad now that I just have this body that I love to fuel with nutrition every day. And I don't have to like stress about what I'm eating and try and make it match how I'm moving. So the freedom that brings me is, okay, let's take this example. If I wake up in the morning and say, I'm just like, oh, I just feel like eggs and toast. I can have eggs and toast. And then later for lunch, say I worked all day, then later for lunch, I can have, say maybe chicken and rice with some veggies and a good like butter sauce. And those choices have nothing to do with whether or not I go to the gym at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? And that's just like, it's really freeing. Meaning also that, say I had planned to go to the gym at 4 o'clock, and then say something came up and I couldn't go to the gym at 4 o'clock. Do you know what that means? It means nothing changes. My anxiety doesn't change. My thought process doesn't change. My dinner plans don't change. Nothing changed. I just happened to not go and work out. That's fine. Again, it's the freedom of the schedule. It's the ability to not exercise. And it's the ability to just choose foods based on what you actually feel like and what you want, and not based on what you think you deserve via how much you exercised the day before or how much you're going to exercise that day. The next benefit is finding your natural weight set point. A lot of people are suppressing their body weight by continuing to over-exercise every single day. And the great thing about finding your natural set point is that your body tends to be the healthiest at sort of this natural set point. So your metabolism's running higher and you just overall feel a lot better when you're sitting at a body weight that your body actually likes. It was really, obviously I know this is like a really scary thing, so you're like, how is that a benefit? But it was really good to finally find sort of where my body just likes to be. And yeah, when you're at your weight set point, there's no, like, again, I'm not micromanaging my body weight. I just go and I live my life. I exercise when I exercise. I eat what I eat when I eat. Like, it's no big deal. And my body weight isn't fluctuating wildly depending on like how much I exercised or not. And so again, it's that freedom, it's the stability that comes from taking a break off of exercise, healing your relationship with it, healing your body, just getting to a good metabolic state and a good mental state. The next one is just completely eliminating that addiction. So if you were, say, in AA for Alcoholics Anonymous and you needed to stop drinking, you wanted to be sober, would you do so while continuing to have, say, a beer every single day? Like, sure, it's less than the 8 beers you used to have, but you're still getting that hit and you're not completely neurally rewiring this like addiction to the alcohol, right? So this is going to be the same thing with the exercise. If you really actually want to get out of this whole addiction cycle with the exercise, you got to completely stop giving yourself that little hit, because then sure, it's like you can manage to lower your exercise for a while, but what's going to happen the second you open that up, then it's like you go crazy again, and then you're never going to recover and heal, and you always are going to continue to have this very, I think of it as like a traumatic relationship to exercise, because I think back to my experience and that's kind of what it was. Like 2 hours on a treadmill is traumatic. It's really beneficial to completely take the exercise off so that you actually get rid of this addiction. Now, unlike alcohol, where you can't necessarily go back to alcohol after becoming sober, exercise you can, which is great. So it's like you can add it back into your life. I'm not against exercise in any way, shape, or form, and I love it now. But again, I love it now because it's coming from a way different place, and I am a lot healthier, and I'm a lot stronger, and my sense of self-worth is not based on how much I exercise. And so I have the freedom to actually do the exercise that I like and to exercise when I actually feel energized and like I want to exercise. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys, just giving you a little bit of inspiration to finally just like cancel the gym membership, throw away your running shoes, give yourself a break, even if it's just for a month. I always tell my clients, I'm like, if I can at least just for 1 month get you to stop exercise, I will be so happy. And then we can work on a plan of just like dramatically reducing as you still wait for your period back, but like at least that month so that you can really start doing a lot of that neural rewiring process. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. And also, if you're ready to get your period back and to transform your relationship with food, I highly recommend going and signing up for the Get Your Flow On course, which is coming out in a couple months. Those who sign up on the waitlist are going to get a discount off of the price. So make sure you go and do that. The link to that is in my bio, and it just takes you to my website page. So that's about it. Thank you so much for listening to this video.